Weathering is the breakdown and disintegration of rocks at or near the Earth's surface. It is the first stage in the formation of soil and in the processes that shape landforms. Weathering differs from erosion. Weathering is the in-place breakdown of rock, no movement is involved. Erosion is the removal and transport of weathered material by agents such as water, wind, or ice. Weathering creates the regolith, the layer of loose fragmented material at the Earth's surface. Three main types: physical weathering, also called mechanical weathering, chemical weathering, biological weathering. Physical weathering breaks rocks apart without changing their chemical composition. Freeze-thaw weathering: water enters cracks, freezes, expands by 9%, widening the crack, the ice melts and more water enters, repeat cycles fracture the rock. Common in cold climates. Insolation weathering, alternate heating and cooling, rocks expand when heated and contract when cooled, eventually cracking. Common in hot desert environments like the Sahara north of Nigeria. Pressure release, when overlying rock is removed by erosion, underlying rock expands and cracks, sheeting or exfoliation. Salt crystallization, salt water seeps into rock pores, evaporates, and salt crystals grow and exert pressure, common in coastal Nigeria. Chemical weathering changes the chemical composition of rocks. Hydrolysis, water reacts with minerals, feldspar in granite reacts with water to form clay minerals. This explains why granite in tropical Nigeria often weathers to deep red clay soils. Oxidation, oxygen in water or air reacts with iron-bearing minerals to form iron oxides, creating the reddish color common in Nigerian laterite soils. Carbonation, carbon dioxide in rainwater forms weak carbonic acid that dissolves calcium carbonate in limestone, creating caves, sinkholes, and karst topography. Solution, some minerals simply dissolve in water. Biological weathering involves living organisms breaking down rock. Plant roots, as roots grow into cracks in rock, they exert pressure that widens and deepens cracks. Tree roots can split large boulders. Burrowing animals, earthworms, termites, moles, and rodents mix and loosen soil and rock material. Lichens and mosses produce weak organic acids that dissolve rock minerals. Lichens are often the first organisms to colonize bare rock. Bacteria, certain bacteria break down minerals in rock through biochemical processes. Weathering in Nigeria is dominated by chemical weathering because the climate is hot and wet, conditions that accelerate chemical reactions. The tropical savanna and forest zones of Nigeria have deep weathering profiles. The zone of weathered rock can extend 30 to 60 meters below the surface. Laterite, the result of intense tropical weathering, a hard reddish iron-rich cross common across Nigeria, used for road building. Deep red laterite soils are one of the characteristic features of the Nigerian landscape. The rainy season accelerates chemical weathering. The dry season with its harmattan winds promotes physical weathering. Weathering, in-place breakdown of rock without transport, differs from erosion. Three types: physical, freeze-thaw, insolation, pressure release, salt crystallization, breaks rock without chemical change. Chemical, hydrolysis creates clay from feldspar, oxidation creates iron oxide rusty soils, carbonation dissolves limestone creating caves. Biological, plant roots, burrowing animals, lichens, bacteria. Nigeria, chemical weathering dominates due to hot and wet climates, laterite soils common, deep weathering profiles 30 to 60 meters. This is Light Tech Academy, quality education for every Nigerian student.